Hey everybody, this is a clip from the latest episode.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
Fatality. This is the Randi Rhodes Show. To speak with Randi, dial 561-270-3844. That's 561-270-3844.
With tens of millions out of work, Trump promised to provide relief to struggling businesses hit hard by COVID-19. But who was put in charge of oversight of the more than $2 trillion meant to save jobs?
I'll be the oversight.
So where did the money go?
This small business loan program ran out of money.
Several large chains have received millions.
It was shameful.
But it didn't end there. Conservative anti-tax crusader Grover Norquist happily took a handout in the form of a seven-figure check. The Daily Caller, founded by Fox News host Tucker Carlson, received as much as $1 million.
Wow. Handouts are depressing and they're degrading.
A winery owned by Republican Congressman Devin Nunes raked in the moolah. Not one, but three companies tied to Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Even rapper Kanye West got in on the action. Sometimes debt just disappears.
Like a miracle, it will disappear.
I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here.
This is where we know the money went. But there is still another $400 billion not accounted for. Where did it go? Tell Donald Trump to stop using your money to make him and his rich friends richer. Tell Trump and his cronies, leave me alone. Midas Touch is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Oh, God. Elaine Chao's family got between $2.6 and $6.6 million. And I don't know if everybody, is aware of this also, but on April 13th, the Trump administration issued a, quote, blanket approval. It was a universal ruling that said lawmakers and federal officials don't need to go through the ethics review process to deter any conflicts of interest for applying when applying for these loans. So a blanket erasure of ethics rules and of conflict of interest rules. This regulation. Yeah, these are regulations. And these people took all the stinking money. All the stinking money. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I always said, I've told you a million times, in chaos they can steal. And this is pandemonium. This makes chaos look stupid, what we're going through here. Catherine in Baltimore.
Hi, Randi.
Hey.
I just wanted to let you know about a great stuff head named Heidi and her experience in a grocery store. She went in and there was a woman. She approached a woman that wasn't wearing a mask, and the woman said, "Well, it's a personal choice." And she said, "No, it's mandated by our governor." So she went and she explained it to the manager, and the manager said, "Well, she had, there was no way that she could enforce that. Enforce that policy." And so Heidi went and took off her shirt and her shoes, and the manager said, "Well, you can't do that in here. We have a policy, and we'll have to, And she said, "Well, fine. I guess you'll have to call the police." And she said, "And when you do, they can come and cite you for not enforcing the mandate, and also that woman." So that's exactly what happened. They were dumb enough to call the police, and the police came, and she also had a copy of the governor's mandate in her purse because it made her so mad that people weren't wearing masks.
Yeah.
So
did you see the crazy Karen over the weekend that went into Target and just tore apart the Target? Target sells masks.
Oh yeah. And did you see the guy in Fort Myers, Florida? I think it was at the Costco, screaming at a 60-year-old man like a soldier would.
Yeah.
Getting in his face.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't play these things, I mean, I have the Crazy Karen, and she got arrested, by the way. And when they followed her back to her house, her garage looked like a NASCAR garage. I mean, she had like a Range Rover and all this fancy stuff. And her husband was standing in the doorway like, see, I told you my wife was back crap. I told, take her.
They said she had a $40,000 Rolex on.
She did have she had a gold Rolex, a $40,000 gold Rolex. In fact, you want to know what her business is? This woman does public relations.
Oh, you can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. They're just not. But she's a QAnon. She's a crazy Karen with a Q. She said that she was she was videotaping the police. So I could play the one in her garage because I don't think she curses in the garage. This is when they came to arrest her. Okay. And she was telling the police officer that she represents the world for QAnon, and she's a reporter or she's a spokesperson, and I love her husband just standing in the doorway, like by the laundry room in between, and he's like, take her, just take her.
Like,
She's
welcome
nuts.
to my world.
Right, welcome to my world. My wife's been bankrupt for a really long time. Wow. So I know, I have all of these, but this
they drained the swamp. They did everything that Donald Trump was elected to do. You can read about it on Twitter. You can read about it in the news. All of the deep state politicians, all of that stuff has happened. It's done. Okay. So I was hired to be the QAnon spokesperson.
The QAnon spokesperson.
I cannot. It's a secret. What do you mean? Like I can't give you any classified information. You don't have clearance. You don't have clearance.
Okay.
You don't.
You're a spokesperson, correct?
For the White House. Yeah.
For the White House.
Call Donald Trump and ask him if you don't believe me.
Do you have his phone number?
Do I have his phone number? I'm on the phone with him all the time. I'm wired.
Okay. I think we have enough here. Okay. All right. Can you put down your phone?
No, I'm not going to put down my phone. Like I said, I'm wired. Okay. All this is being broadcast live.
See your husband standing there?
Where's it being broadcast?
Everywhere, all over the world.
All over the world?
All over the world on Instagram, yeah. Millions of viewers. Okay. So, say cheese. You're on candid camera.
Okay, thank you.
CBI or 1039?
CBI.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to have you spin around and just put your phone down.
What?
First, okay?
I need you to put your phone down.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You're doing it to me because I'm Jewish. You're doing it to me because I'm Jewish.
I have no idea.
You're doing it to me because I'm Jewish. This is a Nazi fucking game. You're doing this to me because I'm Jewish. This is Nazi bullshit.
She was broadcasting to the entire world. There were 83 people on that Instagram feed. 83 people. That's who. And her husband's just standing in the door. This is after she tore up a Target because Target sells masks. And she's cursing so hard, I'm scared to play it because we did believe it, but every other word was a curse word. And she said she had waited her whole life. She walked into Target and she saw a display of cute masks, like $2 masks, $4 for two masks. Target is selling them, and she tore up the entire display, just threw everything over and on the floor. And these poor girls that work in Target, they're like teenagers, right, doing a job, wearing masks, having to clean up after this woman. So she was just tearing the place apart. I waited my whole life to do this, my whole life, and she's just. I mean, these people are going crazy. They are going literally bat crap crazy. This is what Donald Trump is doing. He is tearing this country apart. And he feeds this beast. He feeds it. He knows all the little buzzwords that this crazy cult listens for. And he says them. He says them. And they think he's the guy. And their whole thing is drain the swamp, drain the swamp. Meanwhile, he is draining us. He's draining us of our money. He's draining our treasury. He's draining us of our life, our liberty, our pursuit of happiness. Just drained away. Drained away. And you got crazy Karens out there and they're crazy Kevin husbands. I mean, they're just... They're in everyone's face. You never know. I mean, it's like normal looking people, and then all of a sudden, I mean, if you saw what this woman looks like, she's a good looking woman. She's in public relations. That killed me when I found that out. Quent in Nebraska.
Yes, how you doing?
Quent.
Yes.
What?
Quent.
Oh, Quentin. Oh, is it?
Okay.
It's Quentin.
Quent. Yeah, well, it don't make any difference.
Okay, I was just trying to
70,
place your name. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a 72-year-old Democrat living in the big Republican state of Nebraska. That's all it is. I think I'm the last one out here or something. But anyway, what I called about is the school system. My daughters, I've got a couple of them concerned about the kids starting back to school, my grandkids. And out here, what are you going to do with the school that's built for 1,000 kids and they got 1,400 in there? Now, what kind of was a little crazy to begin with, but now I don't know what they're going to do. And I hope they homeschool, but it is down to them, but nobody seems to catch on to.
Listen, the future.
I think they don't catch.
The future of school is online. I think everybody gets that, okay? I mean, this stuff that I do, now everybody's doing it. So when we first started doing it, it was like looked at as, oh, well, that's not the best way to do it, blah, blah, blah. You know what? This is the way to do it. And everybody's doing this. And they have their Zoom shirts, and the kids will have their Zoom school outfit. It is the way of the future. At least the immediate future, because it ain't safe outside. It just, oh, wow, this is done? Oh, my God, this went so fast. All right, then, I'll see you tomorrow.